Hey everybody, it's Jorik. Happy New Year to you. I hope everyone is doing well, and 2023 is going to be an excellent year for all of us. I wanted to give you some updates on what I'm going to be doing with my channel. I took most of December 2022 off to be with family back in Arizona, but now I'm back in Portugal, back in Lisbon, and I want to give you an update on what you can expect from me and the channel here in 2023, much of which is coming from viewer feedback and subscribers who have messaged or emailed me seeing what they want to see the same of or what they want to see differently moving forward. So here goes. First things first, I'm going to update older videos. So some videos that I started out with, although I haven't been doing this all that long, there are some day-to-day Portugal processes, travel news, things like that that are no longer accurate or needed. So I need to update and give you new videos that are frankly more accurate and more up to date than when I first started making YouTube videos. So that's the first thing. Secondly, day-to-day life. More of you are looking for what is just day-to-day living versus, let's say, current events that are happening in Lisbon and in Portugal. So although I will do current event stuff, I am going to do more things like going to the pharmacy, what it's like to do that, going to a laundromat. You may not always have a washer in your flat, whether you're visiting or you're moving here. I'm going to try to do more day-to-day, just the mundane things that you have to learn and do when you're moving to a new country, that is Portugal. So I'm going to focus on some of that in 2023 because that's something that many of you have messaged saying you want. Next, I'm going to do many more videos in 2023 on restaurants, bars, places to eat, places to visit, tourist attractions in and around Lisbon. Many of you in your comments have said you wanted more of this, so I'm going to try to provide that. It won't necessarily be the most popular places that you'll find on major websites. It'll be more of the hidden gems or more of the things that we like to and our friends like to frequent. So hopefully you can add them to your list when you are looking to come here and visit or particularly move to Lisbon and Portugal. So I'm hoping that all of these restaurants and things like going to craft brew places, because as much as Portugal is wine crazy and very good wine, they also have a pretty good craft brew scene, especially here in Lisbon. So I want to get you inundated with some of those videos so you can add those as you travel around the city. The next thing I will do is Portugal news. I'm going to try to make sure that you are up on current events. So things like changes to the visa process, which is vitally important to most of you watching this channel. You are concerned with what's happening within all of the visas, giving you updates on things like the current events, what's happening with strikes. So it's sort of travel news, it's sort of day-to-day operations. So if you are trying to travel within the country, planes, trains, buses, if there's certain work stoppages, I want to make sure that you're aware of it because that can throw a monkey wrench into your plans for sure. So that's something that's going to keep going throughout 2023. And as long as I'm making YouTube videos, I'm going to do that. As well as I'm going to touch on real estate trends. I'm going to keep as soon as Portugal or different companies give new information on the trending spots that people are looking to move to, how much prices are moving either up or down in certain areas, how much it is cost per meter to get an average apartment in certain areas. I want to make sure that you're aware of that so you have at least what we're getting as the latest information here in Portugal. So as you're looking to move here, you have a frame of reference of what you're looking to get into, the good, bad, or the indifferent when it comes to real estate. I'll keep making videos regarding construction quality and things that you need to think about and look out for when considering a property here in this great country. The next, I am going to continue doing my relocation consulting. I started it in 2022, and I received many more calls and requests for information than I ever anticipated. I didn't think anybody was really going to contact me, but I've had almost 100 people so far, so I'm hoping in 2023 even more people will reach out so I can help give advice, give what it's like being here for over 3 years, not just the immigration process, but some of the real estate do's and don'ts, some of those things. I want to make sure that you have as much up-to-date information and as accurate as I know that I can provide to you, so that, again, when you're making a move to a foreign country, as we did, we didn't have a lot of information in 2018, 2019, not as much that is out there, which is frankly the reason I have this channel in place. So I want to make sure that you hear from me as well as other content creators, so you have a good idea and a familiar sense of what you're getting into. So the relocation consulting I'm going to continue to do. If you don't need it, fantastic. Hopefully you already are working with someone and you're well on your way. But if you need advice, or if you need some how-tos or maybe how not-tos, maybe there's some ways to circumvent certain systems. Sometimes there are, sometimes there are not. Be happy to take a call or do a video chat to discuss that. So I'm going to continue that. And if you know anyone that is thinking about moving to Portugal in the next, let's say, 3 to 5 years, I'd love to speak with them. Next, that I'm going to do, in addition to the relocation, I'm going to start doing walking tours in Lisbon. I'm going to focus in a couple of areas, historical tours as well as food tours, or they can be both. They're really going to be customized to what you want to get out of your tour in Lisbon. And then also, kind of, let's say, the two birds with one stone approach. If you are moving here and want to ask a bunch of questions while we walk around and grab food and drink or check out historical places about what it's like to be here, live here, what it takes to move, great. We can do all of that as well during a walking tour. So I encourage you, if you're going to be coming in 2023 and you want to be able to do a walking tour, we can do it without talking about any relocation, or just focus on history, focus on food. It's really going to be customized to whatever you are interested in knowing about Lisbon or Portugal. So I hope that you will take me up on that offer and be able to use me in 2023, as well as anyone else that's in town. Lastly, I want to introduce Triplans. You can see from the screenshot here, my wife and I are starting a travel planning or itinerary planning website. As you realize, probably know from some of the videos, we love to travel, so we're always on the go when we're not in Portugal. So we've created a business that's going to be itinerary review. Let's say you're going someplace, you're coming to Portugal for a week, you're going to Italy for 2 weeks, and you just want someone to review your itinerary to see if there's any holes or gaps or any things that maybe the itinerary hasn't considered. We can do that. Or we can create, which is going to be hopefully our main business, creating custom itineraries for your travel experience. Now, when you go to the website, we're going to be focusing in 2023 just on a handful of destinations. The US, because we're from there and we're most familiar, and we've been to almost all 50 states. We've been to many of the major cities, national parks, etc. Portugal, because we are here and we've spent a great deal of time traveling throughout Portugal, so we feel we're very familiar with the mainland as well as the Azores and Madeira. And then Italy, we spent a great deal of time over the last 10 years in and around Italy. Greece is a major focus. And then we're also going to incorporate in coming years the UK. We're going to be building out the England, Scotland, Ireland, and if we can get to Wales, add in Wales. We will be adding in more countries along the way, but we're going to focus in on some things that we are really good at, meaning we've traveled so often that we know some of the ins and outs, more like locals than as opposed to, let's say, tourists. So we're hoping that you will be able to take us up on the offer of going to the website, maybe checking it out, If you feel the need that you want a travel itinerary for one of our destinations, fantastic. If not, hopefully you can refer a friend and let them know, hey, this couple has this service, they're always traveling, they might be able to help you, give you a fantastic experience. And maybe we're not necessarily about the major attractions. You can find those anywhere on a simple Google search, but we're looking to give you maybe a unique experience, a hidden gem in a couple of major spots, or some great restaurants along the way. So that's what we're looking to do in 2023. What I want to do is keep giving more videos. I'm going to still look at 2 to 3 videos a week reasonably to send out to you. Please comment on the content you do like. Please comment if you think I'm not accurate. I have a lot of people that are very upfront about what they like or don't like about my channel. But my goal is to give you accurate information so that those of you that are looking to come, because most of the people watching are not people already here or have already moved, it's more people that are looking to, that you get good content. Hopefully it's quality content that brings you back, but also it's accurate, which would be a number one reason why you'd come back. So again, let's hope everyone has a fantastic 2023, whether you're looking to vacation in Portugal or move in 2023 or beyond. I hope you can please reach out to me. Please give me some feedback on what types of videos you want to see or you no longer want to see from me. And let's make it a great 2023. As always, thank you so much for watching and enjoy your travels.